same guys that killed Walker.
I hate when nods get in shit, bro. It's not
like
fun.
You can deal with. Listen to reason, all right?
And since it's summer, it's starting to get hot again.
Time to eat. All that yelling has gotten me hungry.
Or at least it's getting close to summer. You get the point.
If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation.
Yeah, that nigga Sojiro was dead ass just about to say like, hey yo, fuck you, nigga.
And then 2 seconds later, oh.
Alright, y'all the Phantom Thieves. Only thing he had to say was immediately back out of fight, you can't win.
Nigga went from about to whoop your ass to, oh my god, I gotta protect you.
I'm tired. Futaba, you tired?
What if you told a nigga you were a Phantom Thief, but that nigga said, oh. It should not be this fucking hot. But we got Fatuaba. And then we got Fatuba.
We're gonna win, no matter what. Sorry.
It's really gonna take just 4 hours for this to finish. Sand. So I'm re-downloading King of Fighters because you niggas decided to do that shit recently.
Makes sense.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Me neither.
What do you mean?
But you're doing it.
I thought you already downloaded it.
Yeah, I've been had it.
But what the fuck?
Alright. I started the stream like 2 minutes ago.
I saw a notification, nigga. I ain't blind.
We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thief. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitive and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look, if you listen to this calm ass fucking fantasy
will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen regarding to the Phantom Thieves.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen? I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves, and it'll happen every day. Even
why was my volume all the way up?
Why? That may have been true, but still. Well, I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's all I can do. Just don't become desperate. I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
That nigga Mash really did that. This nigga woke up DP'd into level 5. The level 7 bullshit.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curse will fall.
Hey, great! 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I. The Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Isn't that the case with Kamoshida too, considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru.
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
Ryuji taking out your frustration on things.
Hey, how did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong when our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey.
Yeah. Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, being framed. I lost. Really? Maybe I haven't changed at all. I wanted to be a phantom thief because it made me so happy to be depended on. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice. But I called them shitbags, but I must be the
start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now. Let's just stay.
I'm about to enter the palace if you're gonna watch.
Oh shit, hold on.
Let's do it.
Right after we meet up with the Ketchikun, we're gonna go to where the diet building is.
Nigga said that Ketchikun, my brain.
I know. A Ketchikun. Okay, let me stop.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been... We don't have to go down with the sinking ship. Let us end...
He's a politician of the root. I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election...
I'm gonna vote this time for...
You haven't voted until now?
Politics just never interested. He's passionate and thinks of the... I'm definitely...
Well, I suppose that makes...
Alright.
When you say that you want us to...
Well, you got discharged?
That's a good question.
Quit!
Please keep the...
There's a bounty for information in addition.
Damn it. You're lucky you're my friend, and I actually want to watch
She must be
this.
considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest
Because
warrant.
there's
Enemies
literally
incentive to
gameplay for
contest
Aliens Fire Team available right now.
25 minutes, right?
What? 25 minutes? There's 25 minutes of gameplay?
Mm-hmm. From IGN. You got to see the game's mechanics and everything. I watched it already.
What is something?
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh?
Is this to prevent the...
Precisely.
Still...
Indeed.
Unfortunately, what if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police...
It seems their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
Completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean...
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart.
I'm about to get to the palace. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah.
Should be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this again?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. It isn't some grand reason. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us? Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar. Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate? Thanks. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I've also known for...
Why did...
It was too Though I was too scared.
Why don't we try going there? A lot of this will be new.
Oi, I'm going to the palace now.
Accustomed to it too.
Like now.
I'm sorry. I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not.
You seem awfully evasive today.
I just can't make...
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow. Ugh.
I'm sorry. Wasn't Makoto... Well, regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
It all starts tomorrow. Oh boy, here we go. Back to the present.
In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi couldn't keep quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Perhaps I'm overthinking things. You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that? I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Evening time. Tomorrow it happens.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace. Things like her work, those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too. Well, like her history with men. You're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Alright, today's the day.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by
Well,
looking
here we
at
go.
it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh. I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started? We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if we were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, competition means it's a match of some sort.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
There are other competitions.
Gambling then!
How about a race?
We played cards during the school trip.
What else is there?
A casino.
It must be a casino.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we? Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever arrests are made for her cases. I brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse. I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. Hill made a code name too.
Oh yeah, corny ass code name, but I get it.
Names can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox. But I get it.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
Do you have a moment?
Well, this is the only time I can use you, so we're gonna get out.
That settles it. Let's do it.
Okay.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal. We're in a flashy casino.
Big ass
There's
mask,
no
bro.
doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them.
Is this what you have to go through every time? This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card, as always.
So the calling card wasn't really for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
I might use Makoto because this is kind of her palace.
I feel somewhat nervous.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer. See it.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Let us get after it.
Is there a safe room?
Let's do it.
We don't know what may be waiting for us. Let us explore carefully.
Authentication.
Perhaps it... I can't handle your tactic. Casinos typically have some location. Considering the setup of it...
That'll make this shit simple.
I would've...
A shadow!
As I expected.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all. I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those. Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
I need your manifest. Just look for their weakness.
Robin Hood!
And Panther dodges with grace.
Only figures.
No.
You're right.
The crucial moment's finally here.
I could crush it in all one. I could crush it in one day, but
Okay.
I should write something.
Okay. Okay.
tried.
I should write something.
go crush this in one day.
Oh, Mako-chan. I didn't...
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout. We just get started?
Forced investigation will take place on November 20th. That's our deadline list.
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure?
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward. Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective Man. You sure know a lot about internal affairs. Yes, he is quite promising.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me the inner workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd.
That would be helpful.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Now then, let's begin the infiltration.
Let's begin.
Do you need something?
First, I'm gonna go chain myself.
Time for power requires sacrifice. Finished for now. The inmate needs our guidance. Let's gather them. I see. A strong persona indeed.
I need Michael.
You done already? What? It is time, inmate.
This is where it begins, huh? Where are we targeting?
I should write something.
Hey. It's somewhere.
I'll reveal your true form.
I have something.
Show me your true form. Show me your true form.
New skill. Now I can fight harder. Why don't...
I'll just add this.